Hello, I am Bridget Rowe. I am energy, I am powerful, and I am who I say I am. The purpose of this video is to share my spiritual experience while owning a cat. I only owned it for like 9 days though, but hey. Anyway, I wanted to own a cat. I wanted to own a cat because I had read about cats and things that I was reading began to become intriguing to me. How like in ancient Egypt, the cat was worshipped. How cats are spiritual beings, how they are protectors against evil spirits and how they have the ability to run pests and rodents away. All of these things became really intriguing to me because, in the day-to-day life, everybody like in my family was like, oh no, cats are evil, and they really are not, and I wanted to know for myself and experience it for myself. And so not only are they not evil, but they have the ability to protect you from evil spirits, and this is why they were worshipped so much back in that time. So anyway, I was on a mission to own a cat, and I really wanted to own a black cat, because I read about bass and stuff, from that ancient Egypt time. Anyway, so I was looking around for a black cat for a long time, and one day I went down, I was about to get the black cat, but then I fell in love with this black, gray, and white one. The name of my cat was going to be Melanin, but because I fell in love with this black, gray, and white one, I still named him Melanin, and I changed my mind about the all black cat because this particular cat had a great energy about himself. He was clean he was clean up in animal shelter. He came home and showed us something different though. Anyway, he was clean. He had a good personality. We brought him home. We had fun. Matter of fact, the first night, I remember vividly, the first night when the cat came home, or the kitten came home, he was only like 2.5 months. When he came home, he purred so much. And so my family was like, oh, he's happy to be here. And I'm like, wait, there's something more to this purr than this. Because if I don't know anything else, I know energy. And so this purring felt like a healing frequency to me. So I told them, I was like, hey, y'all research, cats purr healing frequency or something like that. And sure enough, cats purr at an average of 30 purrs per second, which happens to be a healing frequency. And they have the ability to heal themselves if need be, or heal the people around them. And so it also shows that he's happy, and content with where he is as well. But nonetheless, because of that purring frequency, that healing frequency, just like music, music is attuned to certain healing energies, like the 432 hertz of healing frequency of music. It has the same ability to heal. And so nonetheless, that particular night, everybody in the house was asleep by 9:30. Everybody was just knocked out because the cat was just purring all night long. It was a beautiful, peaceful night. It felt so comfortable, it felt so healing, so necessary. Anyway, the cat had the best of everything. Each day, the cat was like turning into a super cat. Because I'm a healer and I was giving the cat the best of all. Most importantly, the cat was loved. And love heals all. And so the cat had his own space for when nobody was here. He had his own jumping posts, the little scratchers for his paws and his nails and all. He had the best spring water with his little shungite stones inside of it, because I'm into my crystals and everything. He had the best food. He had the best of the best. He really did. And he was loved. But I decided to bring the cat back because I could not give the cat the attention that was necessary for it. It was still a baby and it required a lot of attention. And another reason why I couldn't keep the cat is because of that litter box. Okay? I didn't feel comfortable in my own house with the litter box, and I had never really thought in depth about it, about the oops and, little misses, that took place. I never considered that. And so every little nick started to look like poop, and I was just walking around with gloves on all the time and wiping his paw and his little butt and his little tail every time he came out the litter box. Even when I cooked dinner, normally I just wash my hand and go up in the kitchen and cut up an onion, but I was wearing gloves to cut up my seasoning and stuff. I couldn't walk around barefooted in my house anymore because I was constantly thinking about that litter box and the stuff, I could not get grips with the litter box, be it inside of the home. I just couldn't do it. Now, I know they have some cat lovers out there, and y'all bring y'all little litter box, and y'all love y'all cats, and y'all let them do what they do over there in your house. But guess what? It ain't about to happen like that over here. I couldn't do it. I could not do the litter box because it made me feel as though something was dirty. And I'm a vegan, so I don't eat meat and his little treats, even his little salmon treats, you know, that we gave him. It's like, oh, I don't really want that in my refrigerator though. So anyway, I should have, in hindsight, thought about those things and researched those things before I, you know, well, while I was researching the other stuff, but I was just caught up into, you know, the spiritual aspect of it. And so before we got too tied to it, and, you know, I said, you know, we need to return the cat. And my family actually didn't want to. And my children, one of my boys said, actually, he was like, well, Mom, maybe the universe delivered you the cat so you could heal the cat and keep the cat. And I was like, yeah, we're going to heal the cat. We're going to heal it and increase his frequency, and we're going to send the cat right back where he had with his little box. Anyway, so we returned the cat, and I'm all about spirituality here. But if I was to see the ancestors in physical form, I would dap them up because they are better than me. I couldn't do the cat. Matter of fact, I am the only female in this house, and I'm going to be the only cat up in here. Okay? Meow. But in hindsight, the benefits of the cat is that I learned that cats are spiritual beings, and they're really like little gurus. You know, they sit around and they are able to just be at peace and be centered with what they're doing, whether it is a piece of yarn, you know, that they're playing with, a ball, whether they're going to sleep. They can go to sleep during anything. They know how to give their attention to the right now, something that we need to learn how to do. And it was a great experience in owning the cat, even in those, you know, short 9 days that I did. You know, it allowed me to see and look at cats different now, you know. Not that I want, you know, to live with one, but I can respect them and their spiritual essence and not be afraid, you know, and it takes away that stigma that everybody gives to, you know, the black cat. Just like I guess they give to black people. I mean, hey. So now, instead of reading about it, I've had my own experience with the cat. And I'm grateful for it because another thing that it taught me is that not only am I healing to people, but I had the ability to heal the cat and increase that cat's frequency and to make that cat more vibrant than he ever was. And so, as far as me and my melanin is concerned, we are still together, but through spirit though, not in my house. Be blessed.